Hey, this is John Cooksey from the Hot Springs Broadcast Network, and in this episode we're going to try to cover some things you've either never been into or never heard about. Starting with number one, the Central Theater on Central Avenue, 1008 Central Avenue. During this time of year, they convert this theater into a haunted theater, as well as setting it up for the annual Hot Springs Horror Film Festival. This is what it looks like inside, and this is a little sneak peek. And in a few days, we'll be doing a video that covers more about what's going on with this theater this time of year. Second thing is DeLuca's Pizza, the famous DeLuca's Pizza on Park Avenue, is moving over to the 800 block of Central Avenue. They'll be closed at the end of September, reopen up about mid-October in the 800 block between the Malco Theater, where Maxwell Blade has his show, and the Core Brewing Company. We wish them well with their move. The third thing you might not know about in town is a subdivision that is a gated subdivision. Now, I know you might be thinking of Hot Springs Village or Diamond Head, but most people have never heard of Vista View subdivision. To get to this subdivision, which is a beautiful subdivision, about 25 houses, you would go out of town like you're heading to Little Rock, and you know how they have that, about 10 minutes out, you have that rest area on the right. Well, on the left is this little road, and you go up a hill, and there's this subdivision in the middle of nowhere. I found out about it because I was asked to do some drone shooting for a real estate company on a house that's for sale up there, and found it to be just a truly beautiful area. So this is where you can pick up Sunset Trail, and you'll see a fence in the background on the other side, private property. You know that you're in the right direction, and flip it around. And here is another entrance to Sunset Trail. It's the Black Snake Trailhead for Sunset Trail. So to get to that, you at the fountain in Whittington, you head down, and it's about 2.5 miles from there, or about 1.5 miles from the Whittington bike shop there, and keep going. And it's on the left. As you get to the top of the hill, you'll see a private residence gated to the left, to the right. And on the left, you'll see a parking area, and you can get on that trail and go for so many different miles, or just a short hike. It's a little steep once you start, and then it levels off, and you can see the beauty of Hot Springs right from that trailhead right there. It also picks up on the other side of the road, where you can take it out to Balance Rock if you want. And we've done another video on Balance Rock that you could look up on Facebook and YouTube, where it's specific directions and what it's like going to Balance Rock. I know that many of you have driven down Convention Boulevard, where the convention center is on the right. Well, if you keep going, but before you get to Grand Avenue, on the left, look for this small building. Unassuming, it says Greenleaf Foods. Now, a lot of people think this food distributor is only for wholesalers. You have people like the Copper Penny and DeLuca's and different restaurants using the food from this place right here near this historic district. But most people don't know that you as a consumer can go in there and get meats and jams and jellies and fruits and vegetables and whatever at really good prices, and you don't have to travel across town, and it's coming right from the source. We're going to be doing a video on that in a few days, but for now I want to let you know that that is available to the public, and please go visit them and check out what they have. Kat and her team are really great people, and they will set you up with some cool foods. A few weeks ago, there was a Harley and Indian biker convention in town. Lots of people showed up. Most people don't know, on the same Saturday that biker convention was going on, there was also another rally for the Girl Scouts at the Radford House. Now, the Radford House has been there for many years, and years ago it was probably totally in the middle of the woods. Well, subdivisions sort of encroached in more and more, but it's still a beautiful place off Malvern Avenue by a few blocks. At the end of this subdivision, and you have the fire pit and the amphitheater and the cabins and the main building. And the neat thing about Radford House is, yes, it's a great property, but the people involved in keeping that going, the Girl Scout volunteer leaders from this town and the Girl Scouts do a wonderful job there. There's so many great programs, and it is an amazing set of leadership. Heather and the other women really do a great job. And Dorothy Morris was at this rally with the Morris Foundation, and she really believes in what they're doing there. If you haven't been out to Radford House when they're having an event, It's worth going out there just to see in the middle of this town this beautiful summer camp. Recently, the Park Avenue Association lit up another one of their historic streetlights. They started a year or two ago with one, now they have 7 or 8, and they're headed for 15 to 20 of these lights to take the Park Avenue area, also known as Uptown, and bring it into a more historical and better lit area of town. For those who have been following the Park Avenue / Uptown story, it has gone from just a bland old place 15 or 20 years ago to really a hip new artsy place, section of Hot Springs. There's so much development going in there, and congratulations to Red Light Roastery, Angie Ezekiel, and the Dorothy Morris Foundation, and all these different groups that have donated money and individuals to help these street lamps go up and change the whole timbre, especially in the nighttime, for the historic Park Avenue area. At that same area of Park Avenue, a new club is opened up. Now, this is pretty much a private club, so it's ideal for anniversaries and weddings and birthday parties and just gatherings if you have a group of people. It's a club called Nettie's, run by a gentleman that I've known from years, Corey, and he's done a great job, as you can see on the inside, making it perfect for dancing or receptions or anything. If you have a group that needs a place for an event, consider Nettie's. It looks like a fabulous new club. I know many of you have driven by the Majestic Bakery, and of course it's got wonderful gluten-free things, but most people don't know it also has wheat pastries and wheat treats and wheat cookies and, you know, the normal kind of things you might have grown up with. They do a great job of separating how they make and when and where they make the wheat things and the gluten-free things, so there's no, quote, cross-contamination with the different kinds of wheats. But they also have sandwiches and fantastic lunches. I urge you to get down there and try some of the great things. And I want to tell you that they have brunches on Sundays from about 8:30, 9 in the morning till about 1, 2 in the afternoon, and things like Eggs Benedict, which are just delicious. I will be there next Sunday at about 11 a.m. if anybody wants to join me for brunch there. You know, we do so much on social media, but sometimes it's good just to interact and hang out and talk to people in person. So if you have some time, hope to see you there at brunch, 11 o'clock next Sunday. If not, make sure you visit over there for lunch or get some sweet treats. It's a great place to be. My name is John Cooksey. This is the Hot Springs Broadcast Network. Please, as a favor, share this video on YouTube or Facebook with friends you might like and comment on the video. That'll help us a lot. We look forward to seeing you on another video. And please don't forget to visit this fine sponsor, Peter's Paint, 1217 Malvern Avenue in Hot Springs, for all your flooring, window treatment, and paint needs. These guys are great.